Welcome back to CoinAgeEra, where every coin tells a story, and every story brings history to life. Today, we explore one of the most symbolic pieces of currency from a nation that no longer exists, the Yugoslavia 5 Dinara coin of the year 2000. At first glance, it may appear to be a simple piece of metal, small, lightweight, with a golden sheen. Yet within its alloyed surface lies the memory of a nation, a story of resilience, economic struggle, identity, and the deep imprint of a people who endured an era of profound transformation. To understand this coin, we must first step back into the late 20th century, a time when Yugoslavia, a federation of diverse republics, was facing the culmination of decades of political tension, economic instability, and cultural upheaval. This coin is not just a unit of currency. It is a witness to history, a silent observer of the economic turbulence, the hopes and fears of citizens, and the fragile attempt to maintain national unity amidst division. The 1990s were a tumultuous decade for Yugoslavia, once a proud federation comprising Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia, Macedonia, and Montenegro. The nation gradually disintegrated due to rising ethnic tensions, nationalist movements, and political disagreements. By the early 1990s, Slovenia and Croatia had declared independence, followed by Bosnia and Herzegovina, plunging the region into violent conflict. Civil wars devastated cities, displaced millions, and tore apart the social fabric that had existed for decades. Amidst this chaos, what remained was a smaller federation, the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, consisting only of Serbia and Montenegro. These republics faced the monumental challenge of rebuilding both, politically and economically, while also contending with international sanctions and isolation. Hyperinflation became a daily reality. Prices doubled or tripled within days, savings became worthless, and ordinary citizens struggled to afford basic necessities. In such an environment, the creation of stable coinage was not just practical, it was essential for survival and trust in the economy. By the late 1990s, the National Bank of Yugoslavia recognized the urgent need for monetary reform. Paper currency had lost its reliability, and the circulation of coins had dwindled due to their intrinsic metal value being higher than their face value. In this context, the 5 Dinara coin of 2000 was introduced as part of a broader effort to stabilize everyday transactions and restore confidence in the national currency. The coin, made from an aluminum-bronze alloy, was lightweight yet durable, reflecting both practicality and symbolism. Its size, weight, and composition were designed to withstand daily use while also representing the attempt to stabilize a fragile economic system. The minting of this coin was not merely a financial measure but also a statement. Yugoslavia was still a functioning entity, still maintaining its identity, and still striving to provide its citizens with tangible symbols of economic and political continuity. The obverse of the coin carried subtle design elements reflecting national pride and cultural identity, while the reverse prominently displayed the denomination 5 Dinara, signaling clarity and functionality in everyday commerce. More than just aesthetics, these design choices carried weight. They reflected a nation trying to reconcile its past with an uncertain present. The coin became an instrument of both practicality and identity, used by citizens in marketplaces, small shops, and everyday transactions. Every 5 Dinara exchanged represented not only monetary value but also trust in a system desperately trying to recover from decades of instability. It was a piece that connected generations, those who remembered the old Yugoslavia and those navigating the new federal system. The economic crisis of the 1990s cannot be overstated. Hyperinflation reached staggering levels during 1993–1994, with prices doubling multiple times within weeks. Citizens often carried large bundles of banknotes just to buy groceries. The introduction of coins like the 5 Dinara was part of the broader stabilization efforts, which included currency redenominations and controlled monetary policies. The government sought to reduce inflation, streamline the currency system, and restore faith in the financial system. While coins could not solve deep structural issues, they were symbolic anchors in a society yearning for normalcy. The 5 Dinara, though small in denomination, represented a tangible step toward economic stability, giving citizens a physical object to rely on, amidst paper currency that often changed value from one day to the next. Culturally, coins hold a unique place in memory and identity. The 5 Dinara of 2000 was circulating in a society that was redefining itself. People used it in marketplaces, for public transportation, and in everyday purchases, making it a silent companion in daily life. Beyond transactions, it became a collector's interest for those fascinated by post-war Yugoslavia, the Federation's final years, and its economic experimentations. It is a symbol of resilience, a reminder of the challenges faced by citizens, and a tangible connection to a period marked by uncertainty, courage, and adaptation. By the time the year 2000 arrived, Yugoslavia was still in a phase of transition. Political pressures, ongoing sanctions, and the after-effects of war had left deep scars on the economy. The introduction of coins like the 5 Dinara reflected the state's determination to provide stability, even in small steps. Each coin minted was a deliberate act of governance and symbolism, showing that the country, though smaller and politically constrained, was still striving to uphold order, trust, and continuity. Continuing our journey through the story of the Yugoslavia 5 Dinara coin of 2000, we now delve deeper into its symbolic significance, cultural impact, and the lasting legacy it left behind. While Part 1 focused on the historical and economic context that led to the coin's creation, this part explores what made the coin resonate with the people, why collectors cherish it today, and how it represents a tangible connection to a nation in transition. The 5 Dinara was more than a small metal circle. It was a bridge between despair and hope, between instability and the possibility of recovery. Its introduction was carefully timed with efforts to rebuild a shattered economy and to restore public trust. Citizens handling this coin were reminded, perhaps subconsciously, that their country was still functioning, that daily life could continue, and that even in times of uncertainty, symbols of continuity could persist. The coin's design itself was a subtle yet profound statement. Its obverse, while modest, encapsulated the pride of the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, blending national symbols with a sense of modernity. The reverse clearly displayed the denomination 5 Dinara, ensuring accessibility and ease of use in everyday transactions. Its aluminum-bronze composition made it durable enough for circulation, yet light enough to carry in pocket or purse. Every detail of the coin, from its smooth edge to the inscriptions, was meant to instill confidence, not just in the value it represented, but in the nation that minted it. In a society that had experienced rapid inflation, political upheaval, and war, these small design elements conveyed a sense of order and trustworthiness. The coin was not merely money. It was a reassurance that normalcy could be reclaimed even in small increments. As the coin entered circulation, it became a part of daily life, transcending its monetary function. People used it to buy groceries, take buses, or make small purchases, embedding it into the rhythms of ordinary existence. For many, this was a subtle form of therapy. In holding the coin, they held a piece of stability in their hands. In marketplaces across Serbia and Montenegro, the 5 dinara quietly facilitated commerce, but it also carried with it a symbolic weight that few coins ever achieve. It became a reminder of resilience, of adaptation, and of the enduring spirit of the citizens who had endured years of conflict and uncertainty. Each transaction was a small but meaningful act of continuity, reinforcing the idea that life could move forward even in the shadow of past turmoil. Collectors today view the 5 dinara coin not just as a monetary artifact, but as a story frozen in metal. Its value extends beyond its face denomination. It represents a snapshot of Yugoslavia's final years, capturing the tension between decline and renewal. Numismatists prize the coin for its historical context, its design, and the narrative it carries. Owning a 5 dinara is to own a piece of a nation's memory, a tangible connection to the citizens who lived through economic hardship, political isolation, and societal reconstruction. Each scratch, patina, and mark tells a story, making every coin unique and deeply personal. For collectors, this coin embodies the very essence of post-war Yugoslav history, a reminder that even the smallest object can hold immense cultural and emotional significance. The legacy of the 5 dinara coin extends beyond collectors' shelves. It serves as an educational tool, a way for future generations to understand the struggles of a nation in transition. Teachers, historians, and enthusiasts use it to illustrate the practical and symbolic challenges faced by post-war Yugoslavia. Its existence helps narrate the story of economic reform, the impact of hyperinflation, and the strategies employed by governments to stabilize currency systems. In a broader sense, the coin represents the intersection of policy, daily life, and cultural identity, showing how even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary meaning. It is a testament to the idea that money is not only a medium of exchange but also a medium of memory, capable of preserving the story of a nation in a tangible form. By 2000, Yugoslavia was slowly moving toward recovery, yet the path remained uncertain. Political tensions persisted, international relations were complex, and citizens were cautiously optimistic. In this environment, the 5 dinara served as a quiet symbol of perseverance. It reminded people that life could continue, commerce could function, and society could adapt despite the challenges of the past decade. Its presence in everyday transactions reinforced a subtle yet powerful message that even in the face of adversity, the structures of civilization, economy, governance, and social cohesion could endure. The coin became more than currency. It became a symbol of hope, a tangible artifact of resilience, and a reminder that continuity is possible even in the aftermath of profound disruption. As we look back on this period from a modern perspective, the 5 dinara coin becomes a lens through which we can examine the broader story of Yugoslavia's final years. It encapsulates the tension between despair and determination, between instability and adaptation. Each minting cycle, each transaction, and each surviving coin holds within it the echoes of a society that refused to collapse entirely, that sought to rebuild while honoring its identity. The coin reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry profound meaning, and that history is often best understood through the everyday artifacts that endure long after events have passed. The 5 dinara's influence also extends into modern numismatics. Today it is studied, not just for its design or metal composition, but for the historical and emotional narrative it carries. Auctions, collector shows, and academic discussions often reference the coin as a case study in post-conflict, currency design, and economic recovery. Its continued relevance highlights the importance of coins as cultural and historical artifacts. By holding or examining a 5 dinara coin, one connects directly with the experiences, struggles, and aspirations of the people who lived through Yugoslavia's last turbulent decade. In this way, the coin becomes more than an object. It becomes a bridge across time, linking past and present, memory and material, economy and emotion. In conclusion, the Yugoslavia 5 Dinara coin of 2000 is a remarkable artifact, representing far more than its nominal value. It is a testament to the resilience of a nation, the endurance of its people, and the power of everyday objects to preserve history. From the tumultuous collapse of a federation, through years of hyperinflation and economic uncertainty, to the cautious optimism of its final years, this coin carries the story of a nation that navigated one of the most challenging periods in modern European history. For collectors, historians, and casual observers alike, it stands as a tangible reminder that even in the smallest things, the weight of history can be profound. Handling the coin, observing its details, and understanding its context allows us to connect with a world that no longer exists, to feel the pulse of a nation struggling, surviving, and striving toward continuity. And so, as we preserve, study, and reflect on this coin today, we honor not only its physical existence but the memory of an era, a people, and a nation that shaped its story. And that is why, here at CoinAgeEra, we celebrate coins not just for their metal, but for the history, culture, and human experience they encapsulate. The Yugoslavia 5 Dinara 2000 stands as a timeless symbol of resilience, memory, and the enduring spirit of a nation.